Welcome to Buzz Around the Globe. President Volodymyr Zelenskiy said on Sunday that Ukrainian troops pressing a counter-offensive against Russian occupying forces had advanced on the southern front in the past week, while there had also been movement near Bakhmut in the east. Zelenskiy's latest comments on the state of the three-month-old counter-offensive appeared to confirm assessments by other officials of gains, however modest, in the east and south. Zelenskyy said in his nightly video address, "Over the past 7 days, we have made an advance in the Tavria, southern sector. There is movement in the Bakhmut sector. Yes, there is movement." Zelenskyy said Ukrainian forces were holding their ground on other fronts in the east, Avdiivka and Mariinka, near the focus of Russia's main attacks, and Lyman and Kupiansk, also subject to Russian attempts to advance further north. Near Avdiivka, the head of the local military administration said Ukrainian troops took advantage of Russian forces focusing on one sector to advance and capture part of the village of Opitny, south of the city. The General Staff of Ukraine's armed forces reported successes near Bakhmut, theater of nearly a year of pitched battles until it was captured by Russian troops in May. In its evening report, the General Staff reported partial success as a result of assault operations near Klishchivka, a village on heights south of Bakhmut, seen as critical to recapturing the town. The report also described a measure of success near Robotyne, a settlement Ukraine captured late last month, as part of its drive southward through Russian-held areas to the Sea of Azov. Zelenskyy and other officials have said the counter-offensive requires time, and they have dismissed criticism in the Western media that it is proceeding too slowly because of tactical errors, like placing troops in the wrong locations. In an interview with The Economist published on Sunday, Zelenskyy said making steady progress was essential to maintaining morale. "Now we have movement. It's important," the publication quoted him as saying. He suggested a big breakthrough could lie ahead. Meanwhile, Ukraine claimed to have shot down most of the 36 drones launched by Russia in an overnight attack, mainly directed around the capital. The latest attack comes as Ukraine's forces are urging more Western support for their grueling counter-offensive to gain back land in the east and south. The Ukrainian Air Force claimed that they recorded the launch of 33 drones in the direction of Kyiv, out of which 26 were destroyed. Earlier, officials said air defense downed 25 out of 32 drones. According to Ukraine, drones entered the capital in groups and from different directions. Debris of the drones fell in several districts, damaging an apartment in a multi-story building, as well as road surfaces and power lines. Ukrainian emergency services published photos of rescuers putting out fires in several districts. Kyiv had seen drone and missile attacks on an almost nightly basis last winter and spring, as Russia pounded cities across Ukraine in a bid to wipe out Ukraine's energy infrastructure and destroy morale. The strikes had since become less frequent, but last month the capital faced the most powerful strike since spring, with more than 20 drones and missiles destroyed. And as summer is coming to a close, Klitschko on Tuesday told journalists that the city was already preparing for a tough winter. Ukrainian officials said the West should not lose any time and provide Kyiv with powerful arms to back up its army, pushing Russian troops out of the territories it seized. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskiy said the provision of weapons was slowing down, hampering the counter-offensive against Russian positions. Ukraine is leading a difficult counter-assault since June, a far cry from the lightning successes of last fall. But this time, Ukrainian forces are contending with well-entrenched Russian defenses built over several months of occupation. Ukraine estimates that Russia has more than 420,000 soldiers in the east and south of Ukraine, including Crimea. The number, he said, does not include special law enforcement units that maintain occupation authorities on our territories. Russia last year claimed to have annexed 4 regions, Donetsk, Lugansk, Zaporizhia and Kherson, despite never full controlling them. Residents of those areas were expected to cast a ballot for local administrations in votes ending Sunday, which have been widely denounced as a sham. Do tell us what you think about this video in the comments section, and for more news updates, subscribe to India Today.